Hello, I'm Kyra Diaz, your friendly neighborhood medic, and I am also the local expert on the monsters. We're going to watch a monster hunt, and I'll explain how they behave and the difference between a smart monster and a dead one. Here we have your typical Goliath. He knows the hunters are coming, so the first thing he's going to do is run. He should make sure to get as far as possible away from that flare. That's where the hunters are going to land. At this stage, the monster is weak and vulnerable, so he wants to find some wildlife, kill it, and eat it. That's how he gains armor and the energy to stage up. So first thing, run far away, eat some wildlife. It takes about 30 seconds for the hunters to land. The monster has reached a safe distance to start focusing on building up its energy. Humans are very poorly adapted to hunting. We have to rely on technology, not the monster. When the monster presses the smell button, he can sense all the hunters and wildlife within a certain radius, even when he can't see them. This is incredibly useful. Some monsters are basically smelling all the time. It's free. There's no limit to how often you can do it. Okay, see that wildlife there? The monster's going to kill it and eat it. This is important. All the wildlife on the map is food for the monster. Eating regenerates his armor. It also gives him energy to stage up. And the hunters didn't stop him, so now the Goliath has enough energy to stage up. He needs to find a safe spot, like a corner or a cave or behind a bush, somewhere far from the hunters, and press the evolve button. This is how the monster stages up. He gets to pick new abilities and gets a little armor boost, but while he's in his cocoon, he's vulnerable. The hunters do extra damage when the monster is in its cocoon, so it always tries to find an out-of-the-way place to evolve. The monster needs to keep moving after evolving, or else the hunters will catch him while he's still low on armor. At this point, he has to fight. That dome's only coming down if he gets really badly hurt, or if he hurts the hunters enough. Usually, he tries to focus on one hunter and take them down quick. Goliath's charge is insane. He'll knock over anyone in his path and do a lot of damage to them. It also lets him cover a lot of... If the dome drops and the monster still has lots of armor, he may stay and fight. Monsters are smart. They always look for an advantage. If they incapacitate a hunter, they may stay and fight because they think they have the upper hand. The monster needs to always be anticipating where the hunters will be going. Using the outer edges of the map and running very direct paths will ensure it gets optimal distance from the hunters. The monster has to adapt to survive. Spreading your points across multiple abilities for utility can be just as good as focusing on one or two, so you can take a hunter out quickly. Once the monster hits stage 3, he's strong enough to destroy the Patterson relay. There's one on every map, and if the monster destroys it, the whole place blows up and he wins. Whenever the hunters get close to the Patterson relay, a shield activates that makes it harder for the monster to damage it. At this point, the hunters have to focus on protecting the relay. Ouch! Every time the monster incapacitates a hunter, they will be permanently weakened, and the dome will lose a chunk of its duration. It can stick around to finish the hunter off while they're down, but it needs to be careful. Hunters can pick up their downed teammates, and they'll be sure to punish the monster for not running away. Goliath can aim his rock by pressing and holding the throw button, but this also gives hunters warning, and they can dodge out of the way. Relay. The monster will need to kill all the hunters or force them to retreat, so the relay will become vulnerable to attack. Every time the monster downs a hunter, he gets more energy, which means he's closer to staging up. The hunters are on the retreat. The monster will need to decide whether to attack the power relay or finish off the remaining hunters. Sometimes all the monster can focus on is running, and it forgets that it needs to be snacking along the way. Monsters are smart enough to know what medics and supports can do, so don't be surprised if they pick one of you to focus down. Focusing the medic down means the team can't heal. Focusing the support down means no shields from hit. Sometimes the monster picks the trapper because they're the most annoying. Taking them out means they can't limit the monster's movement anymore. The monster can go after the assault first, but he's got a defense matrix, backup from the support and medic, and as a result, is really hard to kill. It's usually not the best choice. That monster was smarter than most of them. That was pretty incredible, actually. I hope we don't have to fight that
I'm Abe. I've been asked to ride shotgun while you get your bearings. The crew's got some pretty high standards, what with lives being on the line and all, so I gotta make sure you know what's up before we get into the real shit. So first off, that gadget you're lugging around on your back is a real-life, honest-to-God jetpack. Hold down on jump to start it up. It consumes fuel pretty quickly, so be careful. Meter's over there on your right. Keep an eye on it. It'll get you up rocks, over gaps, and keeps you from getting hurt when you take a fall. You can also use your pack to give you one short but powerful burst. Comes in real handy when you gotta dodge. Try it when you're moving in a different direction. Like, imagine a giant monster just threw a 500-pound boulder at you and you want to get out of the way with the quickness. Your jetpack can also assist you in a climb, which doesn't use fuel since you're doing a lot of the work yourself. Go find a wall you want to climb and hold jump while you're facing it and push forwards against the wall. Let's talk about the gun in your primary weapon slot. That's your assault rifle. We're gonna use it to take down some mammoth birds. Pretty standard stuff. Hold down the trigger for full auto fire. Stops firing when you release. Next up, let's take out your lightning gun. Check that crazy thing out. That thing will put out enough juice to power a small ship. The beam locks onto your target and you hold it on there until your target dies. Now, you can only zap shit so long before you find something big enough that it just gets pissed off. Lucky for you, you've got a gadget that activates a defense matrix around your armor. Plus the force suit. Well, damn near anything. Pop that when you're in trouble and getting shot something feels like a mosquito bite. What's old Hank doing on his ass? Let's go pick him up and get him to start pulling his weight around here. Hold down on the use button while you're standing over him. It'll take a bit, but he'll shake it off and be on his feet in no time. Just make sure to waste any of these reavers that get close beforehand. They'll sneak up and swat you, and that interrupts the whole process. Gotta start over.
Also, Kane, you're a faggot. I'm just wondering, have you seen any stutters yet? Like crazy stutters? Also, I'm taking out of your fucking oven.
Okay, last
Anyways,
bit of gear.
have you seen
You've
like
got
massive
arc
stutters
knives.
or?
Take a couple seconds to arm after you lay them out, but once they do, any critter stepping on them gets lit up something fierce. Let's use them to bag up the tyrant. That big guy over in the water there. Throw down some mines right here in front of the water. Three should do the trick. And back way the hell up. You're gonna shoot the tyrant with your assault rifle. Make him mad enough to charge you. If he's as dumb as I think he is, he's gonna trample right over those mines. Oh, there you go. See, that tyrant was an elite. Kill one of those, you can get a buff off the corpse. Go up and push U's to get something good. Okay, I think it's time to go and meet the rest of the crew. They're coming in on the dropship over there on the beach. You can see where they're coming in by that waypoint. Just head in that direction. got a bunch of fancy gadgets to help find the monster, but as you can see, good old tracks are still the most reliable way. All monsters leave them. Kinda hard to be that big and manage to leave no trace. Follow those and eventually, you find your monster. Okay, here we go. Moment of truth. You were... Don't worry, you got your team to help. Just focus on hurting. Remember to use your jetpack to dodge incoming attacks. You can pop your defense matrix to mitigate damage. Grab that ugly sumbitch in the dome. Only way he's gonna hold still long enough for us to waste him. You, stone cold monster slaying machine! You can also use a 500-pound boulder at you, and you want to get out of the way with the quickness. Your jetpack can also assist you in a climb, which doesn't use fuel since you're doing a lot of the work yourself. Go find a wall you want to climb.